Welcome back, everybody, for another deep dive. This time, we're going deep on Pacfort. And they're not just making boxes, they're engineering paper itself,
Right.
creating these really innovative products.
Yeah, it's kind of mind-blowing when you think about it. I mean, Pacfort is really challenging what we think paper can do,
Yeah.
taking something we usually see as flimsy and turning it into this like strong and adaptable material for all sorts of industries.
Totally. And it's not just about being eco-friendly, although that's a big part of it. It's like Pacfort's on the leading edge of this global shift, don't you think? They're in, what, at least 8 countries? Germany, Turkey, the UK, Saudi Arabia, Switzerland, Italy, UAE, Jordan. That's got to mean something.
Oh, absolutely. That kind of global reach, it tells you there's a real demand for these types of sustainable solutions. It's not a small thing anymore.
Right. So let's get down to it. Basically, they're all about swapping out wood, plastics, foams, all that with, as they put it, engineered paper solutions. But it's not just boxes coming off the assembly line. They're into packaging, fillers, cores, even media and visual systems. That's where this whole engineered paper products thing comes in. What does that even mean?
It's more than just a fancy way of saying it. They're taking paper, something we completely take for granted, and through engineering, they're making it perform better, be more versatile. It's a whole other level.
They actually say on their website, a company manufacturing and supplying engineered paper products for an endless number of applications. And the more we look at it, the more I see why they're so confident.
Imagine you take paper and turn it into something strong enough to use in construction. We're talking layering sheets to make it super strong, compressing it so it's dense, treating it so it can handle moisture, fire, even pests.
Wow. So again, it's not just about being eco-friendly, though. That's huge. Pacfort is all about quality, reliability, and innovation. They want to be the name in engineered paper. How does that give them an edge, especially now that everyone's going green?
It's about going above and beyond what's expected,
Yeah.
building trust. By focusing on quality and reliability on top of innovation, Pacfort's not just riding a trend. Think about it. If a company is looking for a sustainable option, they don't want something that's just good enough, right? They want high quality, dependable, something that pushes the limits of what's possible.
It's like they're saying we're not just replacing your old materials with paper, we're upgrading them, which I guess is a great way to transition into talking about their product lines.
Exactly. And I think a great place to start is, well, something we all know, packaging. Yeah, boxes. But we're not talking about just any old cardboard box here. Pacfort's got these solutions, like they're designed to handle global shipping, the whole 9 yards.
Okay, so heavy-duty stuff.
Heavy duty. Think boxes made to protect really fragile things, special inserts to keep stuff from moving around, even pallets made of paper.
Hold on, paper pallets, like instead of wood.
You got it, and they're recyclable, often even lighter than wood.
That's wild. So even with something as basic as boxes, there's all this hidden complexity.
You see it again and again with them. Like take their filler and core products, for example. Most people don't think about those, but they're essential.
Not ringing a bell.
Okay, so you know how furniture needs those supports inside? Or when they ship something delicate, there's that protective stuff? Traditionally, that was wood or foam.
Ah, right.
Pacfort's replacing that with engineered paper cores and profiles. And get this, they're crazy strong.
Paper tubes, strong
Yeah.
enough to, like, hold up a building.
You're catching on.
That's kind of unbelievable.
Right. And we haven't even gotten to their media and visual systems.
Yeah, the stuff that seems a little more, glamorous.
This is where you really see their dedication to innovation. They've got these media panels, big, flat surfaces made of, yep, you guessed it, engineered paper. But these aren't your flimsy posters. They're strong. They use them for displays, signs, even building booths at those big expo things.
Okay, that's really making me look at cardboard boxes differently. Like, who knew they could lead to all this innovation? But, and I know I sound like a broken record here, but what about the environmental impact of all of this? Yeah, paper is renewable, but what about all the energy and resources it takes to make it into these super materials?
It's a good question, and one that Pacfort seems very aware of. Their website doesn't really get into the nitty-gritty of their manufacturing processes, but they do talk about sustainability a lot.
Right, they seem to emphasize that a lot.
Exactly. It's probably safe to assume that a company this focused on innovating is also trying to minimize its environmental impact. Maybe they're using renewable energy in their factories or working with suppliers who use sustainable practices.
Makes you wonder what else they're doing to be more eco-friendly, or what they might do in the future.
That's what's so exciting. Who knows what they'll come up with next, right?
True, it's like they're always one step ahead.
Yeah.
But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's come back to the here and now. For our listeners who are just learning about Pacfort, what are the key things you'd want them to remember?
Well, I think the biggest thing is when you think about Pacfort, don't just think about like paper products. They're offering a whole new way to think about sustainability.
Right, it's like they're proving it can be done.
Exactly. They're showing that eco-friendly options can be just as good or even better than the old way of doing things.
And they're not just sticking to one category either.
That's what's so cool. They're all over the place, showing that you can find innovation in the most unexpected places. Even something as simple as paper.
So, to wrap things up, I guess the message is, next time you see a cardboard box, don't just see cardboard. See the potential, right?
Absolutely. Who knows what else we'll be reimagining with paper in the future?
That's a great question to leave everyone with. And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive into the world of Pacfort. Join us next time as we uncover more fascinating stories from the corners of knowledge you never knew existed.